If you think Christianity is boring, then you haven't met Jesus. That's one of my favorite quotes by a blogger named Jared Wilson. Satan wants you to think of God as an overbearing dad in the sky, constantly trying to kill your fun. Oh, the God that is eternally boring. He just wants nice kids that wear ties and dresses and show up to a nice church once a week. He doesn't understand us. He just wants to give us endless rules. That's the imagery that the devil wants to stir in you when God is mentioned. But the reality is that God created us for joy. He created us to enjoy Him and His presence and to bring Him glory in this enjoyment. Christianity is not boring. All the gifts around us are meant to point us to the giver. Most people miss this. Do you think it's an accident that steak tastes amazing? Whatever flavors you like, God created them. He's the author of all good things. We didn't invent music, we just discovered it. He gave it to us as a gift. He created the colors in the universe that we paint with. He created marriage. He said to Adam, it's not good that you are alone. He created the family and all the blessings that come with it. He gave us a planet rich and filled with resources so that we could create. He put ores in there for us to create metal, to create skyscrapers, and trees for us to print books and build log homes and to provide oxygen for us. He gave us this beautiful planet. He gave us mountains to look at and to live on and to snowboard down. He gave us the sea for food and for fun and to create things like beaches and wonderful gifts to humanity like beach volleyball. And you may be thinking I'm being lighthearted here, but I'm not. God is worthy of worship every minute of every day. Just look around. And the thing that separates Christianity from all other faiths, religions, and worldviews is this: the Father does understand us. He sent His Son to take on flesh and experience the full panorama of human emotion, even suffering and death. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is like a man who finds treasure buried in a field, and he covers it up. And then in his joy, he sells everything he has and he buys that field. We as Christians should be the most joy-filled people on earth. We have the full story. We have the true story. We know that justice is coming, that we are going to be saved from these bodies that are not fully redeemed, and we're going to exist with our God physically forever. We know why sin is bad and why good things are good, and they point us to the giver. We have the full story. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't have bad days, or we shouldn't get mad, or we shouldn't have times when we don't want to be around people. It means that generally we should be sharing the joy that we have in Jesus. Think about it. As Christians, we get to join in with God in His renewal of His world, His saving work of His people, and His ultimate defeat of evil and sin and darkness and death. We have a mission. We have an adventure. We've encountered the living God. We've been forgiven by the Most High God and called to tell this good story, this gospel. We've been called to tell the true story to every soul on earth.